Hey folks, welcome to annual vacation bidding. As I indicated on the forum, I'm going to show you how I go about bidding in the primary vacation uh, opportunity, just to show you a way to approach it. I want to try and do it in the simplest manner possible so that you can have the most success. So as you can see here, I've got my vacation bid screen open. I've got 42 days that I could have elected. I elected all 42. Sorry, I'm old. I've got the 6 weeks, and I rarely vacation drop. So all my days are available. So it says days available for bidding, 42, and then 6 weeks, or better to think of that as 6 slots. It'll match the verbiage down here below. So here I'm at bid group 1, and remember what I told you. You got to come into the primary vacation bid with an idea of what are the 2 blocks of days that I'd really like to have time off. So for me, it's the 2 that I mentioned. I'd like to have a couple of weeks in June, specifically covering the 20th through the 27th, and then I'd like to have a large block, 3 or 4 weeks in September or maybe early October. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So here I'm in bid group 1, and first thing I do is I open up the drop-down window, and it shows me how many slots are available, how many weeks are available. And by looking at this, it gives you a good indication of areas where you may have trouble trying to do multi-week bids. There's only 3 available on the 29th. There's only 3 available on the 28th of August. Using this information gives me an idea of where I'm likely to have trouble if I'm trying to bid multi-weeks or even individual weeks. So let me try the first one. So I want time from the 20th to the 27th off. It may sound obvious, but that choice isn't available. You can have the 19th to the 26th, but you can't have the 20th to the 27th, even though that's a week. And that's why we have vacation slides. So once you get awarded your vacation, you can slide it forward or back up to 3 days in order to try and match it up over the days you actually need. So for me, the first one I'm going to bid, I'm actually going to bid the 12th of June, and I want to take 2 slots. Up to 14 days, it'll be 14 days. Add bid choice. So there's my first choice. If I can't get that, then my backup is going to be the 19th of June, right? I still want my 2 slots, so I'm going to add that. If I don't get either one of those, it's because the number of slots ran out in either this week of the 12th of June or the week of the 19th or the week of the 26th, because again, the week of the 26th is in this choice number 2. So I'm going to need to back it up, and I'm going to back it up with individual weeks. So I'm just going to take the 19th, just 1 slot, 1 week. My backup to that would be the little tougher bid here, the one with only 4 available, 26th June. This one I would probably slide it back a few days. And then, or slide it forward a few days. And then last but not least, again, the June 12th bid, 1 slot, add that bid choice. Then once again, when the opportunity to move or slide my vacation would come up, I would just slide this further towards the back of the month in order to cover more of my days. But again, I'm not done here in bid group 1. I will continue to bid every week of the summer. So remember, the summer starts here on this 29 May. That starts with Memorial Day, and then it ends on this week here, September 4. This year, Labor Day is on the 7th of September, so this is the last week of summer. So I'm not going to bore you with adding all that. You get the idea here. But so now I need another bid group, so I'm going to add another bid group 2, and this one needs to complement. So if I'm bidding 2 weeks in bid group 1, I can bid 3 or 4 weeks in bid group 2, and I'm planning to. So in this one, I'm going to bid, I like a bid that starts after Labor Day. I want to wait till kids go back to school. So if I bid this 11 September, there's 12 available the week after that, 5 and 10. It might be tough to get this week of 25 September, but again, it's not really a high demand week. I'm thinking I still got a pretty good shot at this. So now I'm going to take my 4 slots. I'm going to add that bid choice. Since that 1 week there at the end was a little tough, I may back up here just a little bit. I'll go to the 4th, right? I'll still ask for, or excuse me, here, I'm going to go September the 11th, excuse me, the day after Labor Day, or the week after Labor Day. And I'm only going to ask for 3 slots. And then add that bid choice. Now I'm going to keep going here. Once again, I'm not going to bore you with this, but I'm going to add multiple versions of 3 and 4 day block, or 3 and 4 weeks blocks, in order to try and get an award in bid group 2. And if I get, let's say 7 or 8 of these done, I'll probably give up on bid group 2. I don't want to get too late in the fall. It's a camper type trip. It's going to get too cold. I may just bail out on the idea of a September or October multi-week vacation block and then look for a backup. So if I get what I got last year I got choice number 1. I got this 2-week block starting on the 12th. That was awarded, and I got my first choice in bid group 2. I got the 4 weeks starting after Labor Day, and it was done. So just realize that all the vacation bidding is going to do is it's going to keep running down every choice. You have 57 or choices here. It's just going to go, can I give you 1? Can I give you 2? Can I give you 3? Can I give you 4? Based on whether or not you're out. Once it gets to the bottom, if it can't award that, then that bid group fails. It moves on to the second bid group. So for each of these, I need a backup. So I'm going to need a backup for bid group 1. Bid group 1 is going to be my summer vacation. So it's going to be 1 or 2 weeks. Bid group 3's got to be my backup, and I don't want it to overlap with bid group 2. Remember, that would be a mistake. If I actually get something in September or October, and I bid something in September, 1 fails, no summer. 2, it awards something in the 3rd week of September for 3 weeks. And now I do something knuckleheaded, like I bid a bunch of October stuff in bid group 2. Well, they all overlap here. That's just not going to work. So I always think in terms of pairing. Bid group 1 is backed up by bid group 3. So in bid group 3, I'm likely going to go for a Christmas vacation. For some reason, the company has 25 slots available on the 19th of December. So I'll probably do something like this, 19 December, 1 slot. Or excuse me, I'm going to do 2 slots here. So I'll be off through the end of the year. 2 slots, add bid choice. Again, a backup for that one might be the week before. So I'm going to go in. So I'm going to ask for December 12th through the 25th. That takes 14 days. Add bid choice. Okay. So now you see the idea. Bid group 1 summer vacation. I will take as little as 1 week anywhere in the summer in order to either move it up on a monthly or get what I wanted. Bid group 3, if this fails, then bid group 3 is to try and get another desirable bid block, likely a Christmas vacation. So bid group 2 needs a backup. So what's bid group 4, the backup part, what does that one need to look like? Well, it should look somewhat, in my opinion, like bid group 2. 2 to 4 weeks together, a long block. Something I may do here, January looks pretty good. I may try and do something here in these late weeks of January, like maybe a long ski vacation or pairing a ski vacation along with somewhere warm. It's also during the period of time that my son will be back home from school. He's got 1 more semester at Virginia Tech left by the time we get to January. So I may do something here. So the point, bid group 1, pick an agenda, pick a number of weeks. My agenda summer, up to 2 weeks. Bid group 2, pick an agenda. My agenda, September or October, up to 4 weeks. Bid group 3, backs up bid group 1. So another 1 or 2 week bid, most likely for me, some sort of holiday. Bid group 4, backs up bid group 2, most likely for me, something in February, where I do multiple trips over that period. If bid groups 1 and 2 fail, high degree of likelihood that I won't try and bid all 6 weeks in this round. I may try and save a week for monthly move up because these are going to be less satisfying bids than these. Do I need a bid group 5 to back up 3? Maybe. If you're super junior, you might. But let me give you another way that you could approach this. If you've got 2 weeks of vacation and you want both of them awarded on 2 different weeks, you don't want to put them together. Could you figure out a priority of all 52 weeks of the year? Sure. So you could list that priority in bid group 1, copy it, put it in bid group 2. What's the only hazard of that? If you get awarded in bid group 1 this week of, let's say, 2 January, and in bid group 2, the next one that's available is this one, 9 January, could tuck them right up against each other, which you may or may not want. How do I prevent that? Vacation gap preferencing. You can just put this here going, I want at least 2 weeks between my vacations. So what it would do in these where you're really putting a ton of choices in each of these bid groups, when it finally did an award, let's say it does an award in bid group 3, and now it's down to bid group 6 because 4 and 5 fail, it won't try and give you something that touches your bid group 3. Try and move it at least 2 weeks away. So I hope that clears it up and gives you a pretty good idea of how to approach this. Determine a number of weeks and an agenda for bid group 1. Determine a number of weeks and an agenda for bid group 2. You're going to need to back each of those up with bid groups 3 and 4. Those should be your complementary backups for bid groups 1 and 2. Remember that if you're bidding 4 weeks, that complementary bid should be understanding that kind of idea. If you're bidding 2 weeks, like in 1, bid group 3 needs to understand that complementary idea. Otherwise, you run the risk of bid groups failing simply because you don't have enough weeks left because of a previous bid group being awarded or overlap. And then don't forget your vacation gap preferencing if you're doing these shotgun style multiple week bids where you're concerned that when it's getting down to choice number 32 in bid group 6, then it might end up tucking something right up against something else you already have. I hope that helps explain it. I think straightforward bidding works very well in the primary round. If you have weeks left over in the secondary and the tertiary round, then it's a much harder award to get. In the primary round, I'm only bidding against what weeks the 32 people above me left me. That's it. I can get whatever, 39 people. So whatever those 39 people picked, they've got. It's my best shot to pick. Now I'm only picking against the weeks that are left and know that the senior can't pick again. If I blow the primary bid, I got to kind of start over. They get to pick to open the secondary round, and they can take a bunch of the few good slots that are left before I get to me. It's a high degree of likelihood of an unsatisfying secondary bid if you're entering it with the majority of your vacation left. It meant you probably didn't do a very good job of backup bidding in the primary group. Once again, keep the comments, questions going in the comments. I'll do my very best to take a look at it, answer it, probably put those answers out on the forum if I can. Best of luck on your vacation bid, and I hope that you get the weeks you want.